You, we here. Oh, there go Miles. Here we go. We are here with Legacy Builders US in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's going on?
Oh, you on that Labor Day Caribbean shit? Oh, I see.
What's going on?
All right.
I'm getting like some feedback from somebody. Shit.
I think it's Rashida because he outside. It might be. Yeah. Is it breezy out there?
Yeah, it ain't too breezy. I think I do a show outside in the backyard, but yeah.
Oh.
All right, so today's topic is Happy Labor Day. So what's the thoughts on all this Labor Day shits?
I mean, just in general, just the celebration of it, the origin of it. Why do we even get off on this or get off of work, take off of work this day? Things of that nature, right?
Right.
So, when we talk about the origin of Labor Day, why does it even exist? So back in the days, like when I say back in the days, I want to say like over 100 years ago, back in like the 1800s, during like the Industrial Revolution time where, a lot of warehouses and factories were opening up and, there was a lot of labor from, the employees, right? But keep in mind, there wasn't no weekends. There wasn't no, when I say no weekends, there was no, you had to work 7 days a week. So there was no paid vacations. There were no days off, and keep in mind, it wasn't like these workers were 18, 19, 20, 25, 30. They were 10 years old working at these ages, right? During these times, so there was a lot of, people were getting tired. These kids were getting tired of working. They were kids at the end of the day. So, these that's how they formed these labor unions.
Right.
And these labor unions came about because they were pretty much going against, at the time, corporate America and, revolting against, these hard working conditions that they were put in. And so eventually at some point, their labor union got so big that they were able to, protest and have these different riots outside because they didn't want to work for those, wages anymore. So they were fighting for their rights at those times. And then so eventually they passed the legislation back in the late, it was like 1890 something, where they passed a legislation stating that, okay, we're going to, declare this day Labor Day. And then we're going to have this day off for workers. We're going to get better working conditions. We're going to pay the workers a lot more. So it was a process in itself just to get to the point that we're at. Think about it. We take this for advantage in regards to getting paid vacations, in regards to getting sick leave, in regards to all these things didn't just magically come about. They came about because, the employees back in the days, like maybe our great grandparents working, they had to fight for these rights to have what we have today, just to get this day off. And they declared a Labor Day because of those, conditions that we were put in and how we had to fight so hard to get to this point,
That's crazy. So you're saying that before this, they didn't have any, like there was no vacation days. There was no 2 weeks vacation, paid leave and all that other shit?
None of that stuff was going on. Hell no.
Damn.
You get what I'm saying? And mind you, you know how we work like a quarter, like the average 8 working week is, you averagely work 8 hours a day.
Right.
Back then, the work week on average was 60 hours per week, not 40. You get what I'm saying? So just that alone, is huge in itself. Like, right. So they worked so hard to make all of these changes. And this is the reason why now, we celebrate how hard that they not only did they work, but how hard they fought to make these changes for us, so that we still got to work, but we don't have to work as hard as, how they had to work back in the days. I feel like how they had to work back in the days versus now, like we got it easy, almost, to be honest.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and so the first thing I want to say is that I'm glad, Kay, you was not a social studies teacher, because you went on the longest soliloquy of all time, bro.
You cracking jokes at me.
Well, I still pass social studies class, I'll tell you that.
But in all seriousness, in terms of Labor Day, it's a federal holiday that celebrates on the first Monday of every September that honors the social and economic achievements of American workers in the labor movement. So just going off that, just the basic definition, pretty much what that's saying is that America made money off of our backs. So the point of the topic is the money you making, how is it benefiting you? I mean, it's Labor Day, and some of us got 9-to-5 jobs, and we got the day off. But what are you working for? Like, what's your end game? What are you getting out of this? It's a national holiday for America, because guess what? The people that made America and built America up, they got the millions and billions of dollars off the sweat off of your back. So my thing for the people is, what are you working for? Who's going to benefit from your labor? Are you benefiting from your labor? Is your family benefiting from your labor? Like, that's the real thing. Like, 'cause we got people out here that work every day for no reason. Just truly just accomplishing nothing. At the end of the day, like, okay, I'm going to work, I pay my bills and go to work. I get a drink and that's it. So the main message for me is like, what are we doing with our money? What are you working for? What's the end game? So that's kind of my take on it.
Right.
Now that's some real shit, because it's funny because I feel like with Labor Day, even now, in Brooklyn, they have the Labor Day parade. And I forgot to even be having that shit until I saw Kelly was closed and shit. I was like, he looked like he about to go to the parade and shit. But right. But the thing is that, a lot and people out here be working hard though. You know what I'm saying? And even things that you don't think about that you benefit from, or the reason why you have some sort of, ease in your life is because motherfuckers is working, because everything that you're using, like you might go take the bus to work, the nigga got to drive the bus. You feel what I'm saying? Or you might want to go to buy some groceries. They got to have the store open. The workers got to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like you order a Uber, niggas got to be driving around. It's like everything that you trying to do and make happen. It's like people got to be working to make it happen for you. You know what I'm saying? and which is why you got to pay. You feel what I mean? So that's the thing. I feel like people forget that, because sometimes we forget that on the other side of your convenience is somebody working to make it convenient for you. You know what I mean? Because I'll be ordering certain things even for food and shit, and I'm like, these niggas got to go pick up the food, drive the shit there. You know what I'm saying? For me to even be able to do the things that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like to acknowledge that is good, because what happens is that you need to acknowledge it to understand that everything matters in the whole scheme of things, so that you don't basically get complacent or take any of this shit for granted. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Especially as a business owner, right? So if you're a business owner, you it implies that you have some employees, right? And a lot of times, a lot of business owners, a lot of employers, they take advantage of their employees. By not paying them what they're worth, by having them working these long hours.
Right.
And so and a lot of times people don't realize, business owners don't realize, that's how their business actually takes a toll. And that's how their business actually goes down the drain, because they don't realize that your business it's not going to be better than your employees. If you pay your employees right, if you treat them right, if you incentivize them to do certain things, give them bonuses, do things to make them want to be there, your business will sustain itself without a question. But most employers, they're greedy, they're selfish, and they're only thinking about profits. Now, I understand the purpose of a business is to make a profit, but that's not, you got to create a culture in your business and making sure that these employees are treated correctly. And most of the times they're not. So that's why a lot of businesses, they fall, because they don't even understand what it takes to even run the business. They're just seeing the numbers, the analytics, and then going off of that. Back in the days, I used to work at an Indian restaurant, and the owners of the store, I respect them for that, because they used to come by and actually work with us. They used to work with us. They used to be in the kitchen. They used to actually see what we got going on. They had incentives for us. If we, if we get certain reviews, we'll get money back on our checks, because we got reviews from good reviews for the store. So there's different things that made us actually want to be there. You get what I'm saying? So we got raises every single year. They did the things that actually made us want to be at work.
Right.
And business owners don't do that. And they don't incentivize at all. So that's one thing about business ownership that they got to realize when it comes to their employees. They got to make sure they're taking care of their employees.
Facts.
That's
You know
real.
what I mean? It's crazy though, because like I guess you're really rolling with the Labor Day theme, K. Like you want to get Malcolm X, got your little flags on, speaking up for the people.
Right.
Talking about the
I
numbers.
am for the people. I am for the people. That's right. Always been, always will be.
Rashidi's for the money, Kelly's for the
Yeah,
people.
that's a fact.
Exactly.
That's a
I
fact.
mean,
That's a good combination, though. You got
because if we're being honest too, what you said is accurate and true. But the truth is, based off it being Labor Day, like that's the actual formula. The point you made, Labor Day's point. That's the formula. Businessmen don't care about the employees like that. They're doing just enough to get the employees to work. Now, to your point, K, if they do extra stuff like you said, they actually work with employees, think about them more often, they'll get more production. Guess what? All these businesses getting enough production to keep it going. The Walmarts, the Targets. Ain't nobody trying to go to Walmart and work at Target every day. Being honest, but they still getting the labor out of the employees. You know what I mean? And the employee is still putting in the labor to get a check, whether they're getting treated properly or not. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where that's why I say, bro, like it's up to like you going to work. What are you getting out of it though? What are you getting out of the labor you putting in? Because if you ain't set yourself up to be able to go on a little vacation or leave something for your family or leave something for your friends or your close ones, what are you really doing? Because you wasted your labor. That's the real thing. A lot of people out here wasting labor. People be working hard every day. Everybody be like, oh, I'm working hard and I'm a good person and I work 50, 60 hours. Like, the newsflash, like half America work 40, 50, 60 hours a week. Working hard ain't going to just get you something. You got to use it to your benefit and make it work for you and actually let your labor pay off. And that's the missing thing a lot of people miss, man. Like, just stop just going to work, just go to work, just pay bills. You just working to pay bills. You ain't even living.
Right. That's the tough part, though. It's like that's the thing where, I think a lot of people get caught up in the labor for the check or the money, and then get just doing more labor for and it's like it kind of like drowns itself out. Meaning like you're working all these hours, you're making this amount of money, you work all these hours, and then it's the same thing. So my thing is. I'm with you, Rashidi, where it's like, okay, what is all this labor getting me? And is the money I'm getting worth the labor I'm putting in? You know what I'm saying? Because I look at it like this. It would be, it would be different if like the more the harder you worked, the bigger your paycheck. And now some jobs are like that if you're working on commission and shit like that. You understand? But if you have like a set, check, and you have a set time, then so you're working and you're just getting, it's like the same thing. So you're stuck in the same type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So which could be good for some people, because some people's like, hey, I do this, I do that, and I get what I need to do, and then I just keep it pushing. And you don't necessarily have to think about what they actually need to do, after the fact. But there's people who are stuck in that who hate it.
Stuck in that loop.
Right. That's the part that sucks, where if you're stuck in that loop of giving all this labor and you hate it and you're still kind of like struggling and it's like an issue, then I think for those people, it's kind of like, okay, you might need to make a change or switch up some things or have a different plan or something. You know what I'm saying?
I think people, even if they're quote unquote stuck in that loop, they're okay with the loop. So the thing is that the number one way that a person changes is a certain level of dissatisfaction. If you're not dissatisfied, you're going to continue doing what you're doing.
Right.
They're not really, they're okay with it. They're not really dissatisfied. Once they've reached that point, it's like when you boiling water in a kettle, right? The water is, even if you don't hear the kettle whistling, if it's just boiling, it's not enough. When do you turn off that fire on the stove? Is when you hear the kettle whistling.
Right.
You hear it make noise. That's the level where it's like, okay, I can't take it no more. Something has to happen. Something has to change. This stove needs to be turned off. And most people haven't reached that stage to where the stove needs to be turned off in their life.
Right.
That's the biggest issue. What I would say to even, counteract that is that we live in a time where, you can make money online so easily. Like, there's so many different ways to make money where you don't even have to leave your house. So it may require a little work, a little research, to make it just off the basic social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You can make money off these platforms. People go live and make money all the time.
Right.
whatever. Watching, you can make money watching videos on YouTube. There's an app on my phone where I make money on my phone just walking.
That's crazy.
Just walking, you can make money on your phone.
That's crazy.
Digital coins, and those coins convert to dollars, and you have a PayPal account, and it goes directly into your account. You could, so when it comes to your day-to-day, work schedule, I get it. Like I said, we stuck in that loop. However, if you want to make more money and get out that loop, you must find other ways to make money. And then
who does this look like?
That's right. That's my boy, Dr. Umar.
He got
That's right.
Good job, my brother. We rocking with you.
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Nigga. Good job, my brother. We rocking with you.
Yo, Hubert said, I always think that name is funny. Should I stop gambling if I don't make that much money?
Yes. Stop.
What hell? What? But niggas still gamble?
Be talking the weirdest shit ever.
Like, bro, I don't, bro. I only take calculated risk with money, bro. I don't understand.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like shit, buying a piece of real estate is a gamble to me, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Like buying stock is a gamble to me. Like that's so much enough of a gamble for me. Like I don't understand how niggas be just tossing their bread away. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
You're not making no money gambling. It is professional gamblers out there.
Yeah.
If you're not on that level and you just throwing money away, absolutely. If you just lose all the time.
Yeah, please.
It ain't for you.
Please stop.
You know what I don't like about holidays sometimes though, and because it's funny we talk about Labor Day, is that it be like stores and shit that I be going to and it be closed, and I'm like, fuck, I forget it's a holiday. These motherfuckers is closed, and I'm like, nigga, y'all supposed to stay open forever for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like fuck all this holiday shit. Let's get to work. Fuck that. I need y'all back in them stores, in them restaurants, so I could order what the fuck I need to order. But that's another thing too. Is like, that it's interesting because it's a reminder of how much you sort of like depend on certain things that you didn't think, because you're not thinking of the labor that goes into what things, how things run.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You just always assume it's going to be there for you. You know what I mean? It's like, and it's like, it's so many things, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy how that shit works.
Like the person who works at the restaurant. I mean, there's some restaurants that are closed, but most restaurants are still open. Right. Mm-hmm. And for them, it's like, they can't even get a day off because we still got to eat.
Right. Exactly.
Exactly. That's the crazy part about it.
And that's what I'm saying, where it's all of that is connected, because the thing is that, the people who, and it's funny because the people who do the jobs that nobody wants to do, saying are sometimes some of the most important jobs, you know what I'm saying, that needs to be done. You know what I mean? So that's the crazy part about it. But I think that, a lot of times when it comes to people thinking about, labor and doing certain things, or I should say this, what do you guys think? Do you think that people, and this might sound like a stupid question, but do you think are there people who like to work? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because like, I feel like I like to work when the shit I like to do. Like the stuff that we do, I like to do the shit, so I like it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if I had to work someplace that I didn't give a shit about, it's kind of like, and I feel like a lot of people are like that. You know what I'm saying?
Because work became their identity. So, without work, it's like, who are they without what the job they do?
Right.
So some people, they're not even passionate about the work that they do. They just love the fact that they're valuable in some way, shape, or form.
Right.
They bring some type of value to the market somehow. There's some people who would work, right? And because when I used to work at the restaurant, and sometimes we used to be dead in the store, like there would be no customers. And they would want to find something to do, right? And then I'm like, yo, just relax. Like, there's nobody here. Just chill.
Right.
I feel like I need to do something. No, just sit your ass down and just relax till somebody comes. That's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
They can't help themselves but find something to do.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So it's like how their brain is wired because they're in the environment of where they need to be, that they're in a working environment, they have to be doing something.
Right.
So I say that to say that people must work. If it's already instilled in our brain that we need to be doing something. And most people don't know what they truly want to do with their life. So they're just doing whatever work that they do, they're leveraging that as the purpose for why they even exist. I do this. And most people say, who are you? Oh, well, I'm this social worker. I'm this construction worker. No, that's your job. That's not who you are. You know what I'm saying? And most people identify themselves by what they do for work.
Right. No, that's a good point. That is a good point too about how people identify what they do for work because they're doing it so much. You know what I'm saying? That's like their thing. Cause even like, for example, like I noticed like I would go to like, after work events, and it's kind of like I always used to hate going to those events after work when I used to work in Harlem or I used to work in Battery Park, and then they'd be like, yeah, let's go out and get a drink, and then we would go to the spot and then everyone would just talk about work. Like, why the fuck we just left work? Why are we talking about work? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's the only thing y'all really relate on. That's the thing.
Exactly. You know,
the time too. I mean, think about it. That's 40 hours. That's 40 hours a week. There's like 160 something hours in a week, and you spend 40 hours. It's like a quarter of the week at work.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot of time, working. So it's like, what else do you really talk about? And there's so much things to talk about.
Right.
Because you spend so much time there. Think about it. Like a lot of people become best friends from their job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They develop relationships based off of people who they met at work.
And it's just a circumstance. It's not even like, you know what I mean? I didn't know you was going to be working here. Like, and it's like, are they really your friend though? Or do you just share a bond of labor?
Right. Exactly.
I think at first they it's just the sharing a bond of labor. I think that's how it is at first.
Yeah.
However, it develops into a friendship, like what Locario said. Now we hanging out outside of work.
Yeah.
Now I'm meeting your family. Your kids know my kids now. So it becomes, the work sets the tone of that new relationship that you build with that bond that you build with that person. But beginning, yes, it's just circumstance. But if you guys are really truly meant to connect, that develops into something way more in the future. Absolutely.
Right.
But that's crazy to all y'all points though, like how y'all said, just working and working and working and working. And you work so much when it comes time to retire, you don't know what to do with yourself. You know what I mean? At your point, you became that identity. We just working, nonstop, and you hit 67, 68. That's why a lot of dudes, for men, dudes hit the 40 up. You know what I mean? Like, but you don't work, just drinking and playing lotto all day, drinking and playing lotto because you got nothing else to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. Y'all got any advice for this dude?
Huh?
Says, how do I have the confidence to get hired, but not many jobs in LA don't hire felons? So what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, that's a compliment. So how do I have the confidence to get hired, but not too many jobs and they don't hire felons? I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think it's I think it's a little bit of confidence, but it's more so just being direct with people about a situation and just telling people what the situation was and what happened, and giving you a shot. It's about being honest when it comes to that situation with the felon thing. The first thing you're a felon, you got caught. That's reality. We all break the rules. We all get speeding tickets. When you get caught, you get caught. So once you get caught, you got to keep telling your story to everybody else. So if you're a felon, you just got to keep it real, people, when you get the job. And listen, a felon not changed, so this is what happened. I mean, not saying go too deep into the truth. Be smart about it, but just keep it real, and you'll find yourself getting better jobs, and also looking at jobs that have nothing to do with your felony. Meaning that if you rob the bank, you probably can't look at a bank. You know what I mean? You'd be surprised if you don't really think like that, though. You know what I mean? Like, you couldn't have stolen something and work in the financial industry. Like, you know what I mean? Like, things like that. So you just got to go with jobs that don't work with that.
Right. That's crazy. Did any of y'all see that reel where the dude came in he looked like he was robbing a bank? And so he had a mask and a gun and everything. He went up to the bank teller chick, and she started getting the money out the drawer, and he was like, "Bitch, what are you doing?" He was like, "Aren't you robbing the bank?" He was like, "No, bitch, I'm looking for a job. Y'all hiring?"
I think I saw that one. I saw that one.
That
Shit was funny.
That's crazy.
It's funny.
That shit is hilarious.
Like he was like, "You better hire me, bitch." Like he got hired at gunpoint. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
I saw that. That was bad funny. I don't know what you're talking about.
That reminded me of it was some skit that niggas did years ago. I gotta find this on YouTube. Where the nigga he would roll up in the establishments and he'd be like, "Yo, are y'all niggas hiring?" And he would say it just like that. He was like, that's funny. He'd be like, "Y'all niggas hiring?" Like, how you walk in this place and say it like that? And be like, and trying to get a job and I'm like, "Yo, dude, this is wild out here."
Hold on, I hear the shit go. I got it. Hopefully they don't try to copyright us, but we'll see. Can you see it?
Nah,
Yeah.
it's come up yet.
All right.
There we go. It's coming up now.
Is that Key and Peele or something?
Please don't shoot me. I'll give you however much you want.
Whoa. You think I want money? You think that's what this is about? A big angry black man comes walking in waving a gun, and you assume he's robbing the place? I ain't looking for no goddamn handout. I'm looking for a motherfucking job, bitch.
Excuse me?
You heard me? A motherfucking job. Don't you see? You give me money, that'll just help me in the short term. A job. That'll help me develop valuable job skills and experience. It's like teaching a man how to fish. So quit stalling, get your bitch ass back there, and give me a 40-hour-a-week position with vacation pay and benefits. You piece of shit, motherfucker. Don't make me ask twice. Back that ass up. Let's go. I can help the next motherfucking person in line. You and that apricot sweater suit. Get your bitch ass on over here now. How can I help you today?
I'd like to deposit this check, please, into my savings account, and then I need to withdraw.
Yeah. Just shut the fuck up for me. What the fuck you doing, Liz Ann? You calling the cops?
No.
That's the goddamn cops.
No, I swear, I was just on with an account holder. I was advising him about.
I'm gonna kill you, bitch.
Oh my God.
Who the fuck is this? You a cop?
Yo, wait. Listen.
These niggas is wild out here. That shit's crazy.
Oh man.
You can't be like that.
That's Labor Day for you. I'll tell you that. He really does that job. Oh man.
That's wild, man. But yeah, man, I mean, it's like everybody got to do something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the thing about, all of this shit is that everybody got to do something, because the thing is either you're going to, you got to work for somebody, or you're working for yourself, or, you're working for yourself, but you got people working with you. It's like, so everybody got to put in some form of work, you know what I mean? But the thing is, I think, some people, some people like to work for someone, and some people like to work for themselves. But it's funny because I feel like each has its pros and cons, because when you're working for somebody, you don't really, there's so much things you don't have to worry about. All you got to do is do your job and that's it. Mm-hmm. But if you're working for yourself, right, there's pros and cons to that too, because the pro is you can make, a whole lot of money, but you're kind of like on your own. You know what I'm saying? So
there's more pressure. Yep. You gotta make it.
So, it's just, it just has all these things. But any last words you guys want to say before we wrap it up?
No, just the event on September 27th. Buy them tickets, come out to the event in Jersey. Go to the website, scroll on the bottom screen, get your tickets.
Jersey. All right.
Nice. So make sure you guys get them tickets.
Make sure y'all go to legacybuildersus.com, man. Go to legacybuildersus.com. Schedule your. Are the consultations still free?
For now, yeah.
For now, okay. Yeah, make sure y'all do that.
Mm-hmm.
This is the website right here, so y'all know what it look like when y'all go. You understand? Let me see. Where's the consultation shit at? Hold on. Is it? Where is it?
You can click each tab for each service.
Yeah, each tab it.
Oh, you gotta get to the service. My bad. So if you go to financial services, Then you click that box right there, get that blue box, and then you could get your account, book your credit report consultation, credit consultation, financial service consultation, home ownership consultation, life insurance consultation, 401k rollover consultation, follow-up appointments, and you could also join the team. You could become a broker yourself. Okay, so make sure you go to legacybuilders.com and get your shit, man. This is the website right here, so you know what it looked like. Let me see. Let me go back. This is the website right here, so y'all know what it looked like. You understand? Got the nice blue house in the back. All right, so make sure y'all come in, hit financial services, and hit the blue box and schedule your consultation, guys. All right.
What if we get a crazy check and can't work? What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
A crazy check.
What does that mean? I don't understand.
You get disability or something, or settlement?
Like if you win the lottery or something?
It could be a settlement or something. Like, you gotta break it down more than that, bro.
Listen, Playing X, David, anybody who was in the comment section, first of all, shout out to y'all. And any of these questions, man, go ahead and book an appointment on the website, and we could talk about it, man. Let's talk.
Yeah.
SSI. I don't know.
Social Security.
Yeah.
Disability.
Yeah, so hit up Legacy Builders US, man. They'll get you right. You feel what I'm saying? All right, people. So that's pretty much it, man. We will holler at y'all next week. And remember, the truth is inside you. We out. Later. And we are